Filmer du?
Ja.
Okay, already beginning to regret this. Oh my god. That was really cold. Now I managed to stay in the water for around 20 seconds. But as you might have guessed, for this video I want to challenge myself to see by how much and how quickly I can increase the time I'm able to stay in ice cold water. So for the next 7 days I'll be doing mainly 2 exercises every day. Aimed specifically at gaining control over the physiological and mental reactions, like cramping, uncontrollable breathing, and fear that all occur when you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, such as jumping into water at a temperature of 2 degrees Celsius. I have done cold water submersion and cold showers before, but never really anything below 10 degrees Celsius. So I really had no idea at all what to expect from water at such a low temperature. I was actually genuinely afraid. But with that out of the way, let's talk a bit about the exercises I'll be doing. Here I decided to focus on elements from the Wim Hof Method. Now, if you're not familiar with who Wim Hof is, he's a world-famous Dutch extreme athlete, also nicknamed the Iceman for obvious reasons. Under his belt are some incredible feats such as the previous world record for farthest swim under ice, climbing 7,200 meters up Mount Everest in nothing but shorts and a pair of shoes, and much more. Interestingly enough, Wim Hof claims not to be particularly special, but rather that pretty much anyone can do what he does. He says it's all a question of intentional practice, something you can train your body to do, a skill you can learn. For this purpose, Hof has then developed the Wim Hof Method, a training philosophy that combines cold therapy and breathing exercises. And other than providing a greater cold tolerance, combined the practices of the Wim Hof Method have also been shown to provide benefits such as increased energy, reduced stress levels, faster recovery, and even a stronger immune system. For cold therapy, I decided to focus on a gradual increase in exposure to cold water through cold showers. And here the plan is to simply just do the first cold shower for 30 seconds and then each day increase the time by 10-second intervals. Now, cold showers and even simulated ice baths are usually around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, which is a massive difference from the water at 2 degrees Celsius I was training for. So I was aware that while it might help out, the cold showers would be very different from actually going into the ocean. Wow. Jesus Christ.
The breathing exercise is pretty simple and sort of resembles a controlled hyperventilation. First, you have to sit down or position yourself in a comfortable position. Then inhale deeply into your chest and stomach and let go of your breath without forcefully exhaling. Repeat this 30 times and on the last breath, exhale fully and hold until you feel the urge to breathe again, before inhaling deeply again and holding your breath for 15 seconds. Now at this point you might experience a slight tingling sensation in your body, or almost a sort of high. For me this was a feeling that felt uncomfortable in the beginning, but which I slowly started getting used to and even eventually began to enjoy as the days progressed. Now in rare cases people have experienced passing out, so remember to only attempt this type of breathing exercise under controlled circumstances, preferably under the supervision of a professional coach.
After doing these 2 exercises for the next 7 days, I then want to go back outside, jump into the water, and see if I'm able to improve my time.
Alright, day 2, we got 40 seconds today. Okay, so it's still really cold, but at least I feel like I'm a bit more able to control my breathing, sort of. So yeah, small progress. Okay, so I'm definitely still feeling this sort of like tingling sensation in my body, but it's beginning to feel more of like sort of like a high almost rather than just being dizzy. So yeah, it's a really interesting feeling. Still haven't passed out yet though. All right, day 5. So we got 1 minute and 10 seconds in the cold shower today. Okay, so it's actually really interesting since it's still obviously feeling pretty cold, but I feel like the time it takes me to control my breathing has been reduced drastically, which I think is a pretty interesting development.
All right, so today's the day. I'm gonna go outside and test to see if the exercises I've been doing for the last 7 days has made any difference at all.
On the final day, conditions were good with an air temperature of 2 degrees Celsius. Due to heavy frost the day and night before, however, the water was sitting at a temperature of 1 degree Celsius. A bit colder than my first attempt and pretty much as close as you're gonna get before the water turns to ice. Albeit a bit nervous, I felt ready to go nonetheless.
All right, so we're here. Now, this one wasn't available last time, so I'm gonna use this sort of little island today, but it's pretty cool since it's basically just ocean water, sort of encapsulated, so you have a bottom that you can rest on.
While still warm, I did my breathing exercises one last time and tried my best to prepare myself mentally for the challenge to come. After gaining my composure, it was time to get in.
Oh. Okay, I'm done. All right. That's it. Oh, I can't feel anything. Oh my God. That's so cool.
While still a bit unsure of the final result, I was definitely content with how it had went. I kept my composure, was able to stay calm, and mostly in control of my breath throughout the attempt.
Oh, okay, that's it. I have no idea how long that was. I'll have to check the timer, but yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Alright, that was a really intense experience. Now I checked the footage and it turns out that I was able to stay in for 1 minute and 39 seconds. Starting this project with being able to withstand only around 20 seconds, I actually think it's really cool that I've been able to make such a significant amount of progress with only 7 days of practice and preparation. And it really is an awesome feeling, being able to sort of overcome that fear and feeling of discomfort and experience firsthand how my mind and body are capable of much more than I previously thought. And then furthermore, knowing that I'm only just starting to scratch the surface within this realm and how many people have been able to withstand water at that temperature for much longer than I was able to, really makes you think about what could be possible with more intentional practice and training. So there's really no doubt, in my opinion, that doing this challenge has had a pretty strong positive impact on my sort of overall mindset. And on the basis of that experience, I definitely want to continue experimenting and learning more about the Wim Hof method. Now finally, in terms of improvements to my physical health, after only 7 days, it's practically impossible to tell with certainty if the daily breathing exercises and cold water therapy has provided any health benefits at all. Now, one thing is that I have a perceived experience of feeling fresh with no aches or pain, which is really nice and could be a sign of reduced inflammation. But that's pretty much it. It's really too early to say if, for example, whether or not it has strengthened my immune system. And my guess would be that you'll probably experience the best results by doing these practices regularly. Alright, but with all that said, I'm gonna end it here. Now, I truly hope you enjoyed the video and that maybe it inspires you to step out of your own comfort zone by learning something new, or perhaps by finally trying something that you've been afraid of doing for a long time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.